Are you serious? Fucking serious?
Son of a bitch.
Cornrows?
Next time you talk over me, next time you mention
Cornrows?
Final Fantasy, you're
Clearly
out. I swear to God, I don't want you in my LP.
expert.
I
I've
just
seen
shit
her
about
shit
LP.
about
I just make a guess. I didn't want you in.
Hi, I'm RJ Waters 2, and welcome back to Jak and Daxter. Joining me today is my good friend Instant Grat.
That's me.
And his good friend Ballistic Clipboard.
Hello.
I'm a clipboard.
It's true. Today we've got a really good video for you guys. It's Rock Village.
From the other better Jak and Daxter Let's Play that happened on these very forums a couple years ago.
I wouldn't call it better, but what an LP it was. I definitely watched it.
Ah, I'm sure you did.
Bridging the Gap. I'll tell you what his LP didn't have, all of this extra side content.
Also didn't have a 16:9 aspect ratios. You got me be there.
I've got like 3/4 more video than you had.
Damn.
Hey! We're still waiting. Turn on the teleport gate.
If you measure it by how many pixels worth of frames, I'm sure that you come out at least a bit on top.
Yeah, it's your QPP, your quality per pixel. You can clearly tell that this is the better LP. This LP has just officially surpassed yours. You didn't show off any of this wicked cool content.
Look at all this content. These sure are... This doesn't count as content. This is just polygons with textures on them.
This looks really... Is this the HD remake?
It is.
Wow, this looks really good.
Thank you.
You can tell because it's in like widescreen.
Mm-hmm. You just stretched it.
I don't think I'll ever get.
I think the eyebrows is one of the best parts of this game. Just in general, everyone's eyebrows.
Mm-hmm. I would pay for a budget version of this that's just the eyebrows.
One heck of a party.
They should do that thing where everything disappears, like from the face, except the eyes and mouth and eyebrows.
Oh, you turn off the layers?
Yeah.
Jack is clearly looking at Kira's ass.
Oh, wow, yes. Did you see his eyebrows there? Maybe I didn't notice this because I was...
But he's careful, he's not getting caught.
Yeah, you look very innocent when you cut back there. Wow, maybe I just never noticed it because I was playing in scrub tier standard definition, but...
You were too busy looking at Kira's ass.
Guilty as charged. You got me. I just...
Or this flut. Hey, baby. Literally a baby flut. Come here often.
That's kind of creepy, bro. Not gonna lie.
Don't kink shame.
Power cell!
The bird is cool. I really like the bird's design, actually. Even though it is clearly heavily based on...
Now, you're European. When you say bird, are you talking about Kira?
I'm not British, alright?
Oh.
They're not dating!
I'm gonna blow your mind here and say that Europe consists of several countries, not just
what?
one.
You mean states?
Sure, if that makes it easier for you to grasp. Alright, I'm too uncomfortable to continue making jokes about this. Let's find another topic.
Yeah, let's talk about Rock Village. I think it's a pretty good level.
I think Rock Village is probably my favorite hub world in the game.
Oh yeah, definitely. Do you hear it?
It's not like discounting all of the levels around it, just the hub world is really cool here.
Mm-hmm.
Until we find out why the blue sage disappeared, you're going to need to collect 45 power cells.
Those rocks are really good at retaining heat.
Yeah, I'll prove it.
How long do you think that's been lying there, and it's still enough to almost kill you just touching it?
Well, it's a lot of fuel to burn through.
Beware of the dark light, for it has twisted the fate of one of you. Bring me 100.
How bad would it be to like grow grass on your upper lip like that for an eternity?
Have you ever had a mustache?
Yes, right now. Thank you.
Do you remember the sensation when you first start getting a mustache?
Oh God!
And you're like, ugh, why is this here? Maybe that's what it's like.
Imagine that, but living.
Like having no arms. You can't even shave it off. But if you played your cards right, you could have bargained your way to one of his eyes, just picking that grass off his upper lip.
Well, perhaps we can help each other.
I thought at first that the sash around her chest was actually part of her braid that just kept going around. but it's clearly different color hair.
I don't know why, but I thought for a while that the little thing of hair that comes out of her helmet, which you can see right now that the camera's pointed the other way. There you go, that thing. I thought it was a horn.
Well, it could have been the SD video.
Or like a third ear.
We care. Maybe for 2 power cells.
I don't know, are you seeing Jak? Is that how hair works?
Her entire outfit is just woven from her hair.
No, that's Bayonetta, that's another game. Bayonetta was a good game, even though it was kind of ridiculous.
Good thing I don't care about the environment or to actually pay for all that. Bayonetta, I mean.
Did you know in Bayonetta there is that one entire level that's just you riding a missile? Like,
hey, we have something like that. It's called the Precursor Basin.
It's a perfect segue.
Back on track! Oh, yeah. There's a precursor orb vent over in the corner, but it's really difficult to get because you need to get the blue eco, and it's a very long ways away, so I'm going to perform a little trick I call chaining the blue ecos together.
That sounds like a cool idea. You are not at all taking a really circuitous route that is losing you all the blue eco you gain from picking up another cluster.
It was so poorly executed I had to glitch through the wall.
I usually just take the one blue eco cluster and just roll all the way there and make it just fine.
How do people have different accents?
You know what? That's a good point. This is a very tiny world.
They've traveled from near and far. Also, check it out.
Dear Diary, today I found out fire hurts.
I'm Gothic architecture. Look at me. Did you know that this doesn't have collision? Now you do.
Incroyable.
100% LP. Except for talking to this guy. Fuck that.
I remember making it to this far when I was a little kid.
And then you burst into tears.
Last year.
Pay attention, you'll notice that guy's torso ends just a few inches below the start of the barrel. Take a look there.
That wager pretty much tapped me out. So, I gotta
no, he literally lost his ass on a bet.
Damn. I thought it was just laziness on the modeler's part, but it turns out it's actually a clever joke. Yeah, I like his voice, but you're right. These are some really disparate accents going on in like just the one village in the remote rocky region.
I mean, if it's remote, everyone should have the same accents.
Also, if you didn't believe me, you can clearly see he's got white man ass syndrome. Just not there at all.
He needs the entire barrel.
White people wear a barrel like this.
Poor people wear a barrel out of necessity. Oh look, here's yet another guy with an accent completely different to everyone else in the town.
He's got the best voice, though. I wish Daxter had his voice.
They might have actually kept Daxter on, if he did. His voice is cool, but his helmet, I'm pretty sure, is taken directly from the bass player from Grat.
I don't know how that would work. If he flipped it down, wouldn't it just go like a chin strap?
No, but
it's a beard protector.
I'm sure he's missing the bottom half. That's clearly the top half of a set of jaws. You know, like Ballistic, the Jaws of Death from Grat.
It's part of his hip-hop costume. He's just missing the other half.
'Cause it's killing me.
After my last stunning failure, he sealed the
Is there still debate over whether or not Daxter's just not funny?
leaving no one, anyone.
It's not a debate, I'll tell you that. But I'm not going to decide on which way. Decide for yourself. There's nobody that's lukewarm on Daxter. You got to go one way or the other.
He's annoying. I don't like him.
Nobody does.
Someone does, clearly. There was a fan art war in my LP over whether or not to keep him shut up.
That was ironic.
Took all of his power cells with him. At least I was able to pull enough pontoons out of our bridge to prevent that monster from coming down here to do me harm.
Yeah.
Remember my LP? That was so much better. Why don't we just go watch my LP right now? Back when I didn't
even
know
in.
what a video codec was, and everything looked and sounded terrible.
Fine. Bring me 90.
This guy actually had to watch your LP, and that's why he's so depressed.
But I'm not going to fight that monster again.
Grat's LP is on the other side of those pontoons. Also, he'll throw in a power cell just for no reason if you pay him to release the pontoons.
Yeah, that always weirded me out. That he never mentions that you get a power cell for it.
It's just customary in this culture. If you give somebody 90 precursor orbs, you have to get a power cell in return.
What do they... Are they the currency?
They're everything. They're the currency, they're your breakfasts. It's a barter system.
You just crack it open and you get a fully cooked omelet?
Right.
Oh man, magic omelet. That sounds delicious.
It's the precursor to a good day.
I would eat that. I bet I could make a killing just selling that Naughty Dog officially licensed all-day breakfasts.
That structure looks like a freaking out octopus.
That structure is the entrance to the worst level of the game.
I remember playing this game. I don't remember how I figured anything out because I was a really dumb 5-year-old.
Yeah, well, you know what? I was a really dumb, like, fucking 10-year-old who didn't know English, and I still managed to beat it.
Also, we don't need to pay to release the pontoons because we can just jump right over here to where they lead.
No.
No. Oh. Like I said, we don't need to pay to release the pontoons because we can just jump over to where they lead.
Sure thing, buddy pal.
We can also get these precursor orbs without having to release the pontoons first at all. See, this is like the CRV. If we pay for the pontoons, we get these 6 orbs back anyway.
Did he ever tell you why? Did he ever, like, specify why he wanted 90 orbs for doing that? He's like... Or you're like, do this thing, and he's like, no, for the monster has blah blah blah, you know, all that purple Shakespearean prose.
Everybody's got a price.
Oh, congratulations.
Hey.
It invalidates, like, you know, his heroic struggle, and he's just like, but I guess, you know, if you give me 90 of these things that are just lying around everywhere, you know.
Think of all the good I could do with 90 orbs.
By the way, here's a power cell for your 90 orbs.
Oh boy, are you guys proud of me? Wait for it.
I love those tag team sort of things. Those are my
No, I'm gonna have to interrupt you there and say that you are wrong. That's the entrance to the best level in the game.
Oh, I thought you were interrupting him to tell him he was wrong. But you didn't even mention that I got a trophy. I didn't hear a round of applause.
Where'd you get a trophy? Was it a uranium or a plutonium trophy this time?
It was a trophy for getting 49, which is 7 levels worth of scout flies.
That's a lot of...
We also can't use this thing.
Oh,
Because even though I 100%ed everything up to this point, I still don't have enough. Okay, there's clearly this huge gap right here, so I'm going to sequence break again. Just gotta use the rare crouch move and sneak through.
That turned out well.
Didn't show that off in your LP, Grat.
I am clearly, you know, I'm just 2007 for this whole Let's Play business. You young'uns have overtaken me. That's not true. I did mine in like 2009.
It was 2011.
Was it?
Yeah.
Seriously?